Hey everyone, MasterZaiahzoo here, and today on the LeaF server, it is a thunderstorm. And there are 3 unique heads that we can only gain during the thunderstorm. We can gain a skeleton head, a creeper head, and a zombie head. And these cannot be obtained through our mob's data pack, so we have to use a charged creeper to blow up one of these things and get your head, and they can be pretty rare. And as you see, we now have a creeper head. Of course, the creeper head isn't all that we got, and here we are on the LeaF server. So if we look inside of my inventory, it's kind of a mess right now because I was actually farming up some wither skeleton skulls at the wither farm, and here's actually where we did all of our head collecting. But as you can see, we have 2 creeper heads, 2 zombie heads, and 3 skeleton heads. So, I was hoping to get a few more creeper heads, but the thunderstorm ended before I could get my hands on any more. But I'm pretty happy because this means that we can make a banner pattern with this creeper head and have one left over still. And the creeper head banner pattern is actually really cool. I'm a big fan of it. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop straight into today's episode. So that is actually the first creeper head I've ever gotten, and it's really cool to have a creeper head to me, because I've just never gotten one, and I've always thought that they're pretty cool, and I'm just really happy that we have it. And as you can see, we are working on some stuff in the wither skeleton farm. I'll get to you on that in just a moment. So as you saw from that time lapse, we did a lot of work here at the wither skeleton farm. We totally changed the way that it works. So now, when you're here, you have an auto clicker on that is automatically swinging your sword at the wither skeletons that are getting pushed down by that boat. There's chickens in it to prevent it from going through the portal, and all of the drops will come right here, and if you fill up your inventory, they will all go into an automatic item sorter. So, they come here, and they get propelled forward by this block of ice, and then they go over these 3 hoppers. Now, this hopper is for bones, so once we get 41 in there, they will start going down into the chest. The same for coal and wither skeleton skulls. So I'm hoping that if I do an overnight AFK session, I can get a full double chest of these things. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible in one night, but I hope so. And then all of the rest of the stuff will keep going in a loop, because sometimes hoppers don't pick up items on the first try, so you have to try again for them to be able to pick it up sometimes. So that's why we have this loop, and all the swords will also go in this loop, and I'll demonstrate that now with a crafting table. And because that's not getting sorted, it's just going to continuously go in a circle forever. And as you can see, it is not getting sucked up by any of the hoppers because we're not sorting it. So let's go here and pick it up. But say if we got something like bones, I'll take a bone and throw it into our system. It will get picked up by that first hopper, which is 4 bones. So it's a pretty cool system. It's going to allow me to AFK overnight, which is really awesome. And I might do a few more safety measures, but this is basically the full system. So we are here in the end, and let's take a look at my inventory. We have 3 stacks of wither skeleton skulls currently on us, and 4 stacks of soul sand. So this is going to equate to 1 stack of nether stars. So we're going to have a ton of nether stars, and then we're going to be able to sell the nether stars. We might put some in our gambling game. We're going to keep some for ourselves, obviously. So let's go ahead and kill a bunch of withers. So as you can see, we now have a stack of nether stars. This is the most nether stars I've ever had in a vanilla survival world, and that's just really cool to me. And there's another project that I would like to get started on in today's video, or more of a finishing upper. So let's head down here to the Guardian farm, which we haven't really seen in a bit, on camera at least. So let's head down here. It's not a very great experience getting down here, but that's not the main thing that I want to address. It's the storage system. So if you recall from a few episodes ago, we started on a storage system, but we actually never finished up this section of it. So we have to go ahead and finish up this wall of chests and hoppers and the design, which shouldn't be super hard. I've just been putting it off for whatever reason. And we are kind of overflowing on stuff. As you can see, we are backed up on stuff for days. Let's actually go ahead and unclog the system a little bit. Looks like somebody's been using Fire Aspect, and we do not have a sorter for that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get some work done here. So we have done a bit of work down here, and as you can see, we have this place all decorated, and we have this side of the storage system complete now. I added in another slice that is for our guardian heads, because I forgot to put those in before. So I don't think we're going to be getting a ton of these, but if we do, we now have a spot for them to flow in on both sides. And yeah, we're already getting drops on this side, which is amazing. This room looks a lot better than it did an hour ago. So the final project I wanted to work on today is the witch farm storage room. It's working, but it's not very pretty. Let's head down here and take a look at it. Pretty ugly right now, as you can see. Yeah, it's very ugly down here. So I think I'm gonna rehaul this entire thing, maybe add a staircase here going up to our nether portal, and just make it look a bit nicer so that we don't have to look at this every time we come here. And yeah. So I did a little bit of design down here, not too much, but as you see, we now have a mycelium floor, which I feel like fits the witch theme pretty decently. We also have some glowstone for lighting. We have some weird designs on the wall. I wasn't quite sure what to do with that area, but I think I'm gonna load it up with some shulker boxes. We can't put shulker boxes here and here, so I might just do these two bottom rows for shulker boxes, and then we also have it mirrored on the other side. So I think it looks pretty decent. It's a lot better than what we had before. And we did some bone blocks just to add a touch of white into this build. And I think it looks pretty decent. It fits the witch theme pretty good. We did some glowstone up here with some trapdoors over it so that we don't really see too much of it, because that texture doesn't go great with the witch farm. But I feel like it goes better than something like sea lanterns, so that's why I went with this. And as you can hear, we have these mine carts that are very loud. I've had to endure them the entire time I've been building down here. We also now have a stairway for easy access. I didn't decorate it too much. This nether portal is still really weird. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It looks pretty decent. Now I have to go sort out all of the stuff that I used for it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm out. Peace!